This is the greatest morning of my career. This is about to be the greatest show I have ever been a part of.
So let's take a look at their main page too. This is the main page that shows all the popular videos. I'm sorry, all the latest videos. Let's look at these. Let's look at these viewer accounts. So you got 79K. This one didn't even crack 100K. 214K, 90K, 150K. Like, see, this is weak. This is why they're going off the air. You got 179K. I'm gonna move a little closer so I can see. 594, 153. You see what I mean? Like, this isn't good. This one is 66K. That didn't even crack anything. 20,000? You had a video with 20,000. This is undisputed. You had a YouTube video with 20,000 on your main page. That's just, I don't know, man. There's YouTubers that are making more views than that pretty easily, just covering Skip Bayless. And you got 161K. Now you have this one 771K because you got Bronny. So again, Bronny is keeping you guys relevant. You know, like, this is one of the main topics, you know, that's keeping you guys relevant because of LeBron James and his son getting drafted. So you keep going. There's a whole lot of nothing. Okay, this is a Lakers topic, so we got some views. A whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of nothing. JJ Redick. Okay, get a little bit of views there. JJ Redick here again. Get a little bit of views here, but even then, it's still not that many views. 370K for a, you know what I mean? That's just not really good for Undisputed. Celtics beat Mavs in Game 5. Okay, it's 2024 NBA Finals. Got some views there, but still, you know what I mean? Like, remember? Okay, so this one actually cracked 500,000. Okay, so there we go. But it took an NBA Finals, video for you to crack that. You know what I mean? So I don't know about this. You know, you got a 35K, 69K. Like, this is weak. This is very weak. So I can definitely see why they went off the air. Even all the let's go look at some of these comments. I guarantee you, if I click on some random video, and you got Lil Wayne too, that's weak. You're like, no one wants to hear from Lil Wayne. I'm just being honest. Like, you know, let's click on this video for example, and let's see what we can find in the comments. Like, let's see how legit the comments are. I promise that this is my first time viewing this, so I don't know what the comments are going to look like, but. Watching Kyrie is watching a professional ballet dancer. Okay, that's for real. That's a good comment. I'm not a LeBron fan, but he's the most gifted. Paul's face when Keyshawn brings up Rondo. Ha ha ha. That's really not that funny. Skip, I was there, Bayless. Okay, that's realistic. You know, Keyshawn talked us into the 3 commercials. Mike Vick didn't have a cannon. Mike Vick had a freaking bazooka. So these comments not really, you know. So I don't know. Like a lot of these look pretty real, but like I said, there's a lot of fake stuff on here. Like they paid for some kind of manufacturing views. I'm wondering, like, without the manufactured views and the manufactured comments, how many views they would actually get. Like, it would probably be even more pathetic. And I'm thinking it might be somewhere around the range of those videos that had like 23K. You know, which is crazy for a show like this. Keyshawn had the best take and explained his opinion really well. Like, no. Like, really? Skip should seriously thank Paul Pierce for saving the show. Well, okay, I don't know about that. That show looks like it's... Paul went to insert himself so bad, wanted to insert himself. Magic Johnson's the most gifted player. See, a lot of these comments aren't even about the show. And saved you in the finals, Golden State, blah blah blah. So maybe some of these are real, but like I said, guys, it's a desperate take. You know, like they paid for some kind of a service in order to get like some manufactured likes, views. It's not a big deal. At the end of the day, it's not a big deal. But I'm just wanted to show you guys how desperate this show is and why they went off the air. Like, you just sense a serious sense of desperation here. But, you know, it is what it is. Hey, so it was a good run. You know, this Undisputed show, like, it was the best show on TV for many years. I was addicted to it. I used to watch I listened to every single podcast. 5 shows a week, and I probably watched maybe 5 shows of the new show, period. So I wanted to break down the new show first, you know, give you a little insight of, like, if you haven't seen the new show, give you a little insight of that. before I get into like the Skip firing and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get into that right now. So I actually wanted to say one thing real quick, though. The reason why I think that the show failed, or the show was successful in the first place, though, was mainly because of, Skip Bayless did have outrageous takes, like takes like, LeBron James sucks, stuff like that, he was very adamant about certain takes. But one thing I liked about Shannon Sharpe is not only his wit and he's funny, of course, but it was more so like the way he uses other people's arguments against them. And let me explain. So what happens, like, for example, if Skip and Shannon are arguing and then Skip says LeBron James is all longevity. Like, he has the, most points ever, but it's all longevity. Shannon Sharpe will turn around and say, okay, Tom Brady, all longevity. You know what I mean? Like, he'll just flip takes around. Like, he'll use your leverage against you, and I love that. It's clever. He never forgets what his opponent Skip Bayless says, or whoever he's debating. He never forgets it, and then he brings it up and uses it against you, later down the road. And I just love that. It's just so clever, So, unfortunately, without Shannon Sharpe, those takes just don't do it anymore. Like, it's just not exciting. I don't really care what Skip has to say, and I think that's what a lot of people kind of echo those same takes is because, or that same. That same idea, because like it's, for example, like let me put it this way, like Skip will have a take about Patrick Mahomes. I don't mind outlandish takes, like he'll say Joe Burrow is better than Patrick Mahomes. I don't mind a take like that, like it's inconsistent with what everybody else says for the most part, but there's nothing wrong with that take. But without Shannon Sharpe to you know what I mean, so it's just not the same thing. And the other thing I will say about that take is you use the championships to say that Tom Brady's better than Peyton Manning and Aaron Rodgers, but when it comes to Patrick Mahomes, all of a sudden championships don't matter, when you're comparing Patrick Mahomes to Joe Burrow. So I just like consistency, and that's something Shannon Sharpe did, was he would use that leverage against you. He would use your logic, and then he wouldn't let you get away with certain things. So not that these other guys, but it's just not the same thing, unfortunately. So that's something about Shannon Sharpe that I do miss, and that's one thing that's really misses about this show. So my original thoughts was like one of the reasons I was really excited about this show was because I liked Jen Hale a lot. I thought she was an excellent moderator. I thought she was the best one that they had on the show. Like, she just had so much energy. She brought like that New Orleans angle, so I wanted to see. I tuned in every show after a New Orleans win, especially because I wanted to hear I was watching any show anyway, but like I wanted to hear what Jen Hale had to say, like if the Pelicans won or lost. Like she just brought that extra angle to the show. And oh wait, nope, she's gone. And then I thought maybe the show might last into football season at least, because football season's right around the corner. Nope. So I thought really the only thing that was going to save this show is if either Skip Bayless takes a pay cut, or they get Shannon Sharpe back, or maybe hire someone like Max Kellerman. I felt like that. I felt like that would be like a good option going forward, though. I know everyone's saying Max Kellerman, but Max Kellerman worked together with Keyshawn Johnson before. Max Kellerman is still jobless. I don't know if that's because he wants to be or what, but I think people are paying attention. Like I think they've been seeing the comments. They know Max Kellerman's popular, and I think that's going to be a legitimate choice. To have Max Kellerman back on the show. So we'll see what happens though. But so it hasn't even been a whole year yet. But I was really optimistic about this show last August. I thought that it was going to be really good. I was excited for it to come back. But let me go ahead and get into this cast. So we got Michael Irvin on the left. Not a bad pick. I think Michael Irvin is pretty interesting. Skip Bayless needs some help, so I thought that this was a good choice because Skip Bayless can have a little bit of help in his Cowboy takes, and I actually kind of was curious to see what they had to say after Dallas Cowboys wins or loses. Richard Sherman, interesting guy. I think he was the most interesting guy on the show. Unfortunately, he was gone though after not too long ago was a legal thing. Hope everything goes well with him, but he's actually someone that I used to look forward to listening to. But and of course you got Keyshawn Johnson on the right. Keyshawn Johnson's I don't know, like it's just it is what it is. I mean, these guys are all experts. They know what they're talking about, but at the end of the day, it's just not good enough. And then it started with Skip Bayless was trying to get Lil Wayne to save him, basically. So it just felt all desperate and forced, and that's what it is. It took a long time to find people that would want to work with Skip. I think I think they saw what happened. What transpired through the years with Shannon Sharp. But it is what it is. I was very optimistic about the show. I gave it a chance. Like I wasn't happy about the move, but with Shannon Sharp, but I gave it a chance, and it just at the end of the day, it just wasn't good enough. It wasn't interesting enough. I do want to say also that at the end of the day, Skip had a successful career. Like it was very successful. I don't think he's over. I think he wants to, like he said, speak, for the rest of his life. So I don't see him hanging it up at all. I don't know what's next for him, to be honest. But like his career has been a success. Like Undisputed, he created this show. It was the #1 show on TV. He created. First Take. He created the whole debates format. So like he gave two big people opportunities. Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless gave Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp huge opportunities. Now they're having so much success in their individual careers now. So Skip Bayless has had success, but unfortunately it comes down to just a bad decision that he made. He made a bad decision. He thought that he could do it alone. He thought he was He thought he was the show, I guess. I don't know what it was, but like for whatever reason, he let Shannon Sharp go, and then that was it. So unfortunately, But at the end of the day, he had a very successful career. I don't know who else he can hire, because like he hired some other. He did it twice. He did it with Stephen A. Smith, and he did it with Shannon Sharp. So maybe he can do it again. You never know. He can come up with a new show on some other network. Maybe ESPN will hire him again. Who knows? But I think that he will. I think that he can do it again. Like if he finds another, golden person, somewhere else like Shannon Sharp. So it's very possible. But anyway, I'd love to get your takes. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Do you think he was pushed out? Do you think he left on his own, which is inconsistent to everything he's been saying, leading up? Because I've listened to every single show. What do you think's next? Who do you recommend? Do you think Max Kellerman would be a good fit? Do you think, who do you think would be a good fit if not? So I'd be curious to get your takes. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next video, and peace.